Yes. Good morning. Top of the AM sauce. You know the vibes. It is Monday, fight week. You know what it's hitting for, man. We are 5 days out now. 5 days and counting. 5 days out. One thing about man, let me sip on some coffee real quick. One thing about this fight week that I want to say is special. It is somewhat of a transition. The growth is apparent, and a lot of things are showing, and that is particularly important in regards to with the whole. Let me make sure the levels are sounding good first before I move on. I got the levels sound awesome. Awesome. But yes, a lot is taking place now, you know. And what I love about Fight Week, it's hectic, you know. But all of the work, all the preparation, it's time to perform, you know. We all have to perform Jihad in the ring as well as some of his stable mates and guys of that nature over there. Balanga, Xander, Shushu, John Bowser. It's their week. And there's also the team members too, because like I said, he has to do his thing in the ring. But his team and the guys surrounding him also have jobs too. And if you ever was a member of a fight team, you know the description, the things that come with, especially when you fight at home. You got people calling for tickets. You got people calling for merch, just everything. And when you are dealing with a fighter and you are a team member, you want to keep the fighter isolated and focused on the task. That is why it is important to have a good team around him. But hey, what do I know? What do I know? But yes, man, countdown. Like I said, please, for the people that are wanting priority shipping, Thursday's the deadline, man. Because Friday, I'm telling you, I can't. Friday is no good for me with anything that's dealing with shipping, whether it's the Tucker brand merch, whether it's the Seamoss, whether it's the Source trucker hats. Thursday is the deadline. Thursday will probably be the last day that I can really get to the post office and maneuver how I need to maneuver. Friday, forget about it. Friday is the weigh-ins. Friday is I will be checking in with my family, interviews, things of that nature behind the source. So it's done. Unless you are on the scene. If you are on the scene, like I said, the merch, I have it on deck all the time. Shirts will be sold, fight night, things of that nature. But priority shipping shuts down Thursday. Uh, I want to say the post office closes 5 p.m. here. So I'll give it, we'll just say 4:30 Eastern Standard Time. Deadline for the priority shipping of the goods. But I am super excited. Another fight week, man. Another fight week. Excited to work, do these interviews, more so for my babies, because they are going to be in the forefront of the interviews. I'm going to do my thing as always, but now I am pushing them. I am behind them because, like I said, everybody knows the source. Everybody that is somebody that is stand upish, even snakish, even weaselish, they all know the source. But like I said, the stand up people, shout out to all of them. You are part of the success as well. My video I dropped a little earlier. Shout out to the team. You see how the source is getting a little nice with the editing and having fun with it. Yes, I did. If you didn't know, if you didn't see it, like I said, we support and watch everything. Blue Blood Sports TV got an interview with Derek James. I put a little reaction video out to part of the interview that I've just found funny and odd and not adding up. Comedy, it's comedy, in regards to segment in the interview where Derek James alludes to the fact that Earl Spence doesn't respond to internet and shit on the internet comments, things of that nature. Me, like I said, I indulge in CMOS. My mind works. I am not a zombie. I am not a follower. I am not a groupie. So the moment I heard that comment on the interview, I made a phone call with my team. I said, listen, I'm going to do a reaction video. I need help because I just seen breaking news. Yes, because what is trending right now does not go with what he said. He just said Earl Spence doesn't respond, right, to things on the internet. But yet every channel, including myself, have videos of him responding on Twitter to comments in a video that Blair Cobb did. So maybe somebody should sit Derek James down. Sit him down and get your stories and your stuff together before you jump on and do interviews and you say things that contradict what's really going on out here. Hopefully y'all caught that source. But let's pull up some stuff, have a little fun this morning like we do. Shout out to Star Right City, Brooklyn in the building, County. Excellent commercial/video of Jihad Tucker. We're gonna play that right now. Yes, I'm gonna play that. And when I play that, I'm gonna mute the mic. Well, I'm gonna not mute the mic, but I'm not gonna play the sound because Fabulous's audio is used on it. And yeah, Fabulous's audio. Man, you see that style right there? That's nice, right? Oh man. I was saying my page is unresponsive. What is going on? What is going on? Yes, there we go. Are we back up and running? No. No, we are not. See the foolishness? I'm telling you, when the sauce gets hot, this is what happens. Okay, it's back up. There we go. I can see it now, so that means it is up. Okay. Let's get to it. Yes, it is the transition. It is the transition. I should put the link out there. Man, I worked 7 consecutive days, but on a municipality. Yeah, because I did the parade and we got a little bit of action over the weekend. Okay. Strolling down, down, down. Yes, here it is. Definitely check out this video. Killing the game, man. We're killing it. That's what I was just speaking on. But I want to get to the Starlight City drop. I want to get to the Starlight City. Man, yeah. Cousin Nas, shout out to Nasir. Another Island boy, Queens County, Queensbridge. Here it is right here. This is fire. You see the growth, though? How we're carrying it. Now, what's it looking like? You see, I say what it's looking like. 4 posts. Shout out to Uncle Platt. Always supporting. The rest of y'all watch. It's sad, man. You guys, you don't understand. Like, being jealous and hating, and all you do is block your own blessings, especially when you claim to be an advocate of something. And you get these guys, like I said, they love boxing, they love this, but yet you guys are exposed, man. Been exposed. That's why, like, if you notice, I'm gonna say something in a second, but I'm gonna put the link out. Open the floor up today, just because I feel like it. It's one of those days. I was like, you know what? I'll open it up. Just let people come on and talk if they want to. They want to be a part of greatness. If not, it does me no, never mind. Because what I come to notice is, from watching Canelo Alvarez and guys like him, when you're really doing something and people want you to not be doing or fail, they're not going to be into you. Like I said, when it comes to the Source Talk podcast, I'm over 300 strong. Now, had I folded, had I gave up on, this podcasting media, guys would have probably, embraced and, don't worry about it. But by me doing it, really doing it, right, it's killing them, man. It really is. And it shows. That's what I said. Like, now, had I gave up, right, when I went through many trials and tribulations, I guarantee you I would get more fake love. You know what I'm saying? When I say fake love, that's like fake love is this. I'm gonna give you the definition of fake love. Fake love is when you front like you're supporting something and you act like you want somebody to succeed and do it because they're not doing it. You know what I'm saying? That's fake love. And then you have somebody who is really actually doing it, but yet you don't support it, or you act like you don't notice it. Hopefully y'all caught that sauce. Like I just said, I started out the Jag Talk podcast many years ago, right? A lot of bumps in the road with that. I never gave up, though. What I did was this, right? I'm going to tell you, and I texted somebody this yesterday. I said, see, sometimes you do want the better for everyone, right? But when assignment is placed upon you or a job is placed upon you, God might be holding the growth back for a couple reasons. Number one, you might have people around you. Like I text this person yesterday. He texts me stuff and I text him back. I said, he lives in the past. He's constantly texting me. That's how I know his energy is a little off too. Because, bro, we all have a past. But if you're not talking about the growth, and I pray and I speak on this a lot, people that always want to bring up your past but don't acknowledge your growth and your rise, pay attention to that. They'd never want to see you grow and rise. Now, I text him back. I said, yes, God will remove blessing blockers from you, or he will expose that to you. That the reason why you are at a bump in the road, or you have a flat tire, you're stagnated, is because you have blessing blockers around you. You have people around you that I don't want around you. And that's what happens sometimes. Sometimes you will have people around you. And I'm going to say this, right? Sometimes with growth, when you're growing, it requires new company, new locations, and new mindsets. So when somebody, and another person does this a lot too, they used to always send me old vintage stuff, right? But I'm like, bro, you sending me that old stuff for what? To get a reaction out of me? If you was really down with the source and you see what is going on, and you are somebody that I have been communicating with throughout the years, and you knew what the plan was, but yet you still constantly bring up stuff from, damn, like I said, I've been hard in the game, hard in the paint now. But I know people that be bringing up stuff from, what is it, 2022? They will bring up 2017, 28. That's 4 years ago. Look at the growth. And I told you the growth back then, but see, you probably been an undercover agent. You probably back then was working with the people trying to undermine and sabotage. And it just shows. It just shows. Like, that's why when it comes to my uncle and others that really was down from day one and stayed down, I always acknowledge them because I recognize that. And um I just give them their props, man. I give them their props and stuff. Yeah, I'm reading something. Itinerary for the week. I'm gonna send this to somebody because I know, I got the itinerary. Yes. Sorry for the pause, man. I'm texting and I'm trying to see, I don't wanna give y'all the wrong info. What's this coming? Something is on its way. Let's see. See, I can take my time today. What's going on? Yeah, this is bozo time. Sorry about that pause. Oh, that's on its way. Man, you guys. I need that to get here before Friday. Man, it's hectic, man. Well, like I said, man, it's hectic. Out for delivery. Nope, not yet. All right. Back to this. That's Jihad. Yes. Shirts. Here they are, man. Fight week. I want to speak on this, right? I knew I was trying to get to something. A lot of buzz over Tank Davis. Well, Tank Davis has been in New York. He has been training at Gym X in Brooklyn. Also, I believe he was at Cops and Kids. Shout out to Pat Russo in Brooklyn as well. Now, there's rumors that he is to be fighting in May in New York, probably at the Barclays Center. I don't know if I'm going to go as of yet, because it's like I'm big on energy, right? I just know that energy for that fight is not the type of energy that I am accustomed to being around in fights, right? Not saying that that's not a positive energy, but it's just, when it comes to them people over there, I know a lot that they did behind the scenes that is in my book. When my book drops, a lot of that's coming out of my book. And I am at a better place now. But with this fight, right? And New York, right? You guys need to wake up, man. You guys need to wake up. And I'm going to tell you something. The power of the New York market is very, very powerful. That's why they are trying to bring this fight here. Well, this fight is coming here. But see, New Yorkers, and you got to wake up, right? They always use us. When I say they, that company over there, yes, that company, they use the New York market. They have forever. And then once they use it, they run off. You guys are going to get used again. Now they want to bring Tank Davis to the Barclays. The Barclays has been a dud since New York reopened, right? A lot of fights have taken place. New York, like I said, look at Madison Square Garden. Madison Square Garden has been hosting events from Lopez Gambosas to Lomachenko, Comey, now Serrano, Katie Taylor, Belanga Rose, Jihad Tucker, all them on this card this Saturday. The Barclays Center hasn't done a thing. But now they want to bring, and I'm telling you, a lot of y'all gonna go out there, spend your hard-earned money, support this event because, like I said, what it is an event, right? I'm not even listen. Most likely, if I was to go, I'll get a free ticket anyway. But you see, I know my worth now. I know what I bring to the table, and I know the game. I know a lot that goes. That's why I said I'm not sold on this yet, man, because the Barclays Center has hosted a lot of events. We got a lot of fighters hot. We got a lot of fighters buzzing, and then they ran off. They ran off. It is what it is. They ran off. And see, now they're coming back. They're trying to make it seem like Tank won his world title at the Barclays against Pedraza. He fought another fight where I think he missed weight that time at the Barclays. And then when he's like the rest of them. When they turn these guys into pay-per-view stars, right? He turned into a pay-per-view star. Earl Spence turned into a pay-per-view star. Wilder turned into a pay-per-view star. They did not fight at the Barclays no more. The only one, that's why I can constantly say that Tank Davis he's making a return as a pay-per-view star. Wilder, no. Spence, forget about it. But he's coming back. And look, you see the people that they get to push their narratives, boxing ego. Boxing ego. You see, I didn't shit on it, but I just, it is my responsibility to inform the people. Like what I said, this is a smart play. The Barclays Center is thirsty to host an event. Yeah, they're thirsty because all of the revenue when it comes to boxing, New York is going through Manhattan right now. When it comes to big time shows, yes, Manhattan got it on Smash, Top Rank, Matchroom. All their shows are going through the Garden via the Big Garden or the Hula Theater. Nothing through Brooklyn right now. Now I know a lot of y'all can't contemplate that because, like I said, this is over your thinking process and understanding when it comes to talking boxing. But that's what my platform is here for. Because contrary to who you guys thought I was and what you think I do, it's deeper in the game than what you think. But yes, that's why I said I am on the fence because I'm pretty sure I will definitely be giving tickets to this event. But I don't know if I'm going to attend it. I might being who I am. I'll make money off of it. See, and I gotta laugh at that. You know why? Because I remember dudes was always wanting to throw that in my face. Yo, show me a check you got off of boxing. Show me something, an interview you got off of boxing. For the goofball that said that to me many years ago. You know, show me an interview that you got off of boxing. Yes, I'm on the fence about this event. But I'll tell you what, it's going to be a good turnout because, like I said, New Yorkers are thirsty for attention. Um, it's easy to sell because, like I said, what Tank Davis brings, he's gonna bring the scammers, the frauds, the fake willies, all that out. You're gonna get a lot of dudes going to this fight that sleep on air mattresses that rock designer belts and all kind of shit like that, but don't have a pot to piss in or a window to throw it out of. They will definitely be at this event. The that's the type of crowd it's going to draw. A lot of fake willies. That's why I said I don't know if I want to be around that energy. You know. But they definitely get a turnout. But New York, you need to wake up and wisen up and realize the power that you have in the game. You know, realize the power. You know, but yes, that is the Tank Davis in May. Let's see what else we have on the slate. Man, that's powerful. I watched the what's it called? The Michelle story last night, man. Very entertaining. I think I was on Lifetime when it originally came out. You know, I think it was a Lifetime show. Let me hear how my levels are sounding. I think that was a Lifetime show. Levels sound good, man. And yo, if you will see how far I am positioned away from the microphone, right now you're rocking out with the Source Radio, man. It is up. Um, Let me see if I could get. No, I don't want to call that guy. Definitely don't want to call him. Yeah, these niggas be, oh my God. They just swinging. Wow. Damn. He just crashed him. Man, watching something on the internet. Oh, shit. Well, that gotta be New York City. Look how big. Yo, it is a cat fighting a rat in the middle of the street. That has got to be New York. Got to be, man. The size of that rat, fucking rat was big as hell. Um, I see guys are still trying to make the push for the Charlo Mongeal. Well, De La Hoya is. Um, I heard whispers in regards to that. Um, I gotta say alleged. This is all alleged. I don't know how true it is, but allegedly that allegedly allegedly I gotta keep saying allegedly that fight fell through because they wanted a rematch clause. When I say they, Charlo and his handlers. Allegedly. We always gotta say allegedly. You know? We always gotta say allegedly. But yes, that's what was told via my sources. You know? That is what has been told to me. You know, I gotta say to me, allegedly. But that's probably sounds about right. It's unfortunate that they couldn't make that happen. But you always gotta have security as the champion. But I just find that odd that, you know, that they couldn't make that happen. That they could not make that happen. That would have been a good scrap, man. Yeah, I was just reposting something. Sorry about the pause. Like I said, I'm on for a little while today, man. I don't really have to run no errands until around 2 p.m. So I'm trying to get run my time up. Run it, run it, you know. Man, I've been locked in, man, with my scriptures, you know. Share this. I knew the Barclays Center though was going to get a big fight once the mayor, right? Because we no longer like the restrictions, the COVID restrictions are not that like before you had to have the vaccine card to attend events, sporting events, concert, things of that nature. That has been lifted. So I was like, once that got lifted, I was like, it's only a matter of time now before the Barclays Center secures an event. But I want to say this too. I know, all right, we got to say alleged. We always got to say alleged. Alleged, there was a debt that was had to been paid. I wonder if that debt has been paid off, and that is the reason to the Barclays Center now getting uh, you know the fight, so to say. Man, do you think that is can be what is taking place? Y'all let me know. Let me know. Man, these are some nice, expensive cameras, man. Let me say something. This one, look at this one. It gotta come with a lens, right? Is that the lens? 'Cause I don't really know nothing. I'm learning now. I'll salute to World Combat Sports on the check-in. Scotty, how you doing this morning, man? How are you doing? Yeah, I'm just taking it all in before you know how the fight week goes. Scotty's a OG in the game. He's in the trenches. This is probably this will probably be one of our days that we get a little bit of relaxation in, because from Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, it's hectic. Saturday, fight day, get a lot done. That's what I'm gonna tell you, man. Friday night is gonna be a hectic night for me. Saturday is gonna be hectic as well. But the good graces now is that, like I said, I'm gonna be situated. I'm gonna be situated. And it's easy when you are situated, as far as like when I say situated, you're set up, you know. And for somebody like myself, right, a lot of the sauce that you used to see me get, I was never set up like how I'm going to be set up now. Scotty White, what's going on? OG, aka the journalist. How are you doing this morning, my good
I'm
brother?
chilling, man. What's good?
Hey, now, man, I know you're excited, man. Big week. A
Yeah,
lot.
big fight week, man. You know what I'm saying? Big fight week. Shout out
Yeah.
to the Sauce Talk, man. Continue to do it. The Underground King in the building.
Yes, man. It's going
So
down,
what's
man.
new, man? I know this is
Um,
busy for you.
yeah, man. I was talking about that a little bit. But what's new, I dropped my little video. Right now, I think our video should be trending, man. To tell you the truth, man, because Derek James did an interview with Blue Blood Sports, right? Great interview.
When was
But
this?
Derek James and Blue Blood Sports. He was on Blue
No,
Blood
I said
Sports
when was the interview?
last night.
Oh, okay.
But Derek
Okay.
James said that in the interview, and I got a video out right now.
I guess our word must be getting out.
Yeah. Listen, yeah, it is. That's why I said That's why I said we need to be trending right now, right? And I got a phone call, right? I got a phone call. I did a video, but when I did my video, I got a phone call. It was
Yeah.
telling me to back off and ease up. But I said I'm just reporting the news, right? And then the interview that Derek James did with Blue Blood, he alludes to the fact that Earl Spence doesn't respond to the internet and things that go on the internet and comments. So I called up my team. I put together a quick snippet video, and I said that doesn't add up because here he is all on Twitter, and the talk in the YTC social media is him responding to Blair Cobb via the internet, Twitter.
Mm-hmm.
So Derek, that doesn't make sense. So when I drop that video, I get the calls. Yo, back off. Don't do that. I'm just reporting the news. That's all. I'm just reporting the news. The man says his fighter doesn't respond to the internet, but yet we got the internet in the frenzy right now. Is Earl clapping back via Twitter at what Blair Cobb said? So
He
that's
was
all. I'm just
clapping back, wasn't he?
Yeah. So it's like, what is he talking about? That he doesn't respond. He did. But that I watched your video last night. Great work. Great work, man. And what they're doing, what fans really need to appreciate is what Earl Spence and Blair Cobb are doing. They're bringing excitement back because you actually do have something to speak on as far as boxers riffing. He said Earl Spence was a coward. Very powerful words. Those are
Yeah.
fighting words. Those are definitely fighting words. That's why I knew Earl was going to respond.
Mm-hmm.
I think the other stuff kind of got to him saying that he's cursed, but the coward. That's why when I commented on your video, I said, "Damn, he called a champion a coward." That's
Coward.
like
You
you're
can you
not
can you
called.
can write that in lowercase and it still rings out.
Yeah, a champion, man.
Coward, dog.
Yes,
You a coward.
a champion. And I don't think that him saying that he's scared of Terrence Crawford really struck a nerve with him because they're fighters, man. He's been fighting his whole life. Fear is the last thing. Well, I just think that coward when he called
But
him a coward.
his caveat to that was calling him a coward.
Yeah,
Like he was saying he was, he was scared of Terrence Crawford.
Terrence
Then
Crawford.
he caveat to that to say, he's a coward. I don't
Yeah,
like cowards. That's what he
yeah,
said. Like
yeah.
Blair was
He was
being
going in.
goddamn the Gundy of boxing right now.
Yeah, he was going in. It's good, man. It's good. And for everybody out there calling him a clown and upset with him, Rolly Romero is about to have a pay-per-view fight allegedly in May in New York. He does the same thing, and it got him on pay-per-view. Pay-per-view. So lighten up on the guy over there, Blair the Flair Cobb. He's like World Combat, like you alluded to last night. Contrary to how everybody wants to feel, he is a undefeated fighter.
Mm-hmm.
And as an undefeated fighter, he hasn't taken a loss. So sometimes fighters of his caliber, maybe they do need that to get checked because maybe he is overstanding his bounds. He called out Boots, he called out Bud, he called out Earl. Maybe somebody needs to put them over their knee and spank them.
Mm-hmm.
And then he'll fold up. But by him being undefeated, thinking he can swim in the water with these guys, that's part of the game. You can't get mad at him for calling these guys out. And I hate that. I hate when people use that he's capping, he's trolling. No, he's a fighter who's undefeated. He's a professional prize fighter who fights for a prize. The highest prize is the highest guys. That's who you are supposed to aspire to fight or go after. And that's all he's doing.
I think he's doing great work.
Me
Keep it up
too.
there. Keep it up, Blair.
Yeah, me
You know what
too.
I'm saying?
Me too,
Talk your
man.
shit, but know this: if you ever get that dotted line and that ink dries, you're gonna have to come in there and perform. Period.
Yeah, you got to put
Don't
on.
nobody want to hear you. Don't nobody want to hear you say nothing else. Once that bell ring, they want to see your hands do the talking.
That's it. That's it. You know, he puts out a lot of you know, like I was watching his catalog a little bit last night. He talks his talk, man. He says he beat up Ugas in sparring. Devin
Mm-hmm.
Haney. He said he used to have his way with
Boots.
Boots Ennis and sparring. That's why I gotta reach out to them, man. I need to get the info on that, man.
Yeah, for real.
You know what I'm saying? I need to get the real info.
That's a nugget that you need an appraisal on right there.
Yeah.
You need an appraisal on that.
He's not like that's what I said. Everybody's in mad, but it's like, yo, dude has been calling out everybody. Just don't make it seem like it's just about Earl Spence. No, if you are a hitter in the game, he definitely has something to say about you, man. From Bud to Boots to Ugas to Devin Haney, all of these guys. But it's just like you said, Earl Spencer fans. When it comes to him, man, they can't. You can't critique him or say anything against him.
What think you brought the interview on? You know, with Derrick James, he's been on there before with Blue.
Yeah.
So it was good that they allowed him to have the opportunity with the middleman. I'm still not satisfied, bro. I'm still not satisfied.
I told you who was gonna get it. I know the game, man. When you do it long enough, I told you who was gonna get it. He got it. But yo, something that he said in that interview, that another thing that stuck out. Derrick James said Earl Spence was 40% against Danny Garcia.
40% for real.
40%, yeah. 40%. I was like, wow. 40%. Earl himself said he was 80.
Who's right? God damn it!
Oh man, that's why I said they give the interviews to the right people, man. They give the interviews to the right people, man. It's like,
so he's
man,
gonna slice that 80 in half, and you know, make it seems like, oh man, we about to witness a giant.
Yeah,
we about to witness, you know, a superhero when he returned to the ring with Ugas.
Pretty much, and I think right. I see what I'm about to say right now has nothing to do with Scotty. This is all Sauce. Me watching the interview, covering them, being around them. He kind of was throwing shots at Blu-ray too. I know them. Because in the part in the interview, he's saying how they was referencing how Earl looks so good, right? And how the power is coming back, right? I know these guys. I know these people, right? So when he's talking about the power, he's like, yeah, I was talking with another one of his coaches. Right? Why don't you say his name? You know, another one of his coaches. Who's the guy? You know what I'm saying? Like, man, but that's what they do, man. They are the subliminal dissers. And then when you call them out on it, it's like, what I do? What I do to you? What I do? But yeah, he referencing how Earl's power is coming back. So maybe he is working with Blu-ray. You know, inquiring minds want to know. I wish Blue Blood would have asked him that. But it's like these guys, you know, they get these interviews. I don't know. Maybe see, you know the game, Scotty. Maybe before they do the interview, they have a do and a don't list. Because, you know, you get some people that's like that.
Yeah, I mean, he comes off as a person. He comes off as a person who has a do and don't list. Derrick James.
Yeah.
He definitely comes off of that person.
Yeah, salute to Scotty. See, me and Scotty are giving you guys some insight for those of y'all that do conduct interviews with people. sometimes people have PRs, things of that nature, and when you are granted an interview, they have specific questions and topics that you can't bring up in the interview. For those of y'all, that's what me and Scotty is referring to. Because I know a lot of y'all don't do interviews, so you wouldn't know what we was talking about. I just want to dumb that sauce down so you guys can catch our conversation. But I think what, because it was so much that could have been talked about. Because it's a long interview. But it was a lot, it was a lot that wasn't. It's like, yo, bro, you got one of the hottest trainer of the year. And you're not really, you're asking them questions, but it's a lot that the people really need.
So you trying to tell me the entire interview he didn't ask if Blu-ray was returning?
Nope. Unless I missed it. I gotta rewatch it.
I gotta watch that myself, like
I gotta rewatch it.
The entire interview, you're not gonna ask if Blu-ray return. Has he returned yet?
I know they talked about Earl being in shape. Like he's been in. Derek was saying how this is the best shape he's been in a long time. 2 months out from the fight, and he's, maybe I missed it. I don't know.
He's already on weight. Go ahead and say it.
Yeah, maybe
who's on weight this late? Who's on weight this far out?
Yeah, maybe. Yeah. I don't know. Maybe
it's good to be on weight. I don't know. He might be at 158. He might be in the 150s, but like pictures is very, a word to the wise out there. Is very behooving of you to, look at some of these pictures and try to source it and see if somebody else is running that same frame. Because the picture I seen with him standing in between Brian Custer and Derrick James, he looked very, very frail. You know what I'm saying? He looked frail. He looked skinny. I wouldn't say he didn't look like he was nutrition, like he was healthy, so to speak, but he looked frail to the point where somebody in there started the weight cut early, to keep him on weight, have him on a strict diet. He looked a bit skinny to me, but the good thing is, he looks like he's on weight already. The bad thing is, it just seems like the window is too far out. It's too many days in between the picture that's coming out. But you can't really take these guys all the way serious without verifying where the picture is coming from, when it was put out. Because, is it photoshopped? Because I've seen some other pictures that doesn't look like that.
He looks ripped. His muscles bulging out and all that. That's why that's a great observation from you, Scotty. For one, as a journalist, photographer, and for two, as a fitness guy who competed in fitness competitions. And you know what I wanted to ask last night when Blue Blood was conducting the interview? I wanted him to say, do you think by him being this size now, that overtraining will play in? Because, like I said,
it seems like you being politically correct. That's what you want to say. For him being this skinny, do you think it's overtraining?
Overtraining, man. I got to talk the gym talk.
Hey, Shalom. Do you think him being this undersized, is there a problem with his nutrition? Is the calorie intake a little bit too, less than what it's supposed to be? Please explain.
Facts, man. You got to come on, overtraining, man. The fight is April 16th. If you were already looking on weight 2 months out, man, you feel overtraining will be a factor, But he didn't ask.
Naysayers will look at it like, well, you complain in one sentence that he's overweight. No, we weren't complaining. No, we was critiquing, criticizing him because he chose to bloviate, just expand himself up to a high number, which is way outside the weight class he fights at. Now if he is disciplined, which it seems like he is, and everything, he's dialing it all in because he has some serious fights coming up. Could the possibility be out here that he's overtraining and a nutritionist or trying to give him some type of set protein intake that he's losing a little muscle? You know what I'm saying? You know how some people try to bring their fighter in with less muscle so they can be a lot more faster.
Yeah.
Sometimes speed can definitely leave with the right timing. It can lead to a knockout.
Yes, that's a great point. Great point. Because I wanna reference this too, right? Remember when they had the I think that was like maybe what 2-3 weeks ago now, the press conference.
Mm-hmm.
And him and Ugas was, taking pictures. They were side by side. People were saying that Ugas looked overweight, bigger than him. Maybe
Ugas looks a tad bit bigger than Spence in the weigh-in body wise, but
yeah,
head wise, no.
yeah,
Spence somehow Spence head looks swole, that a little bit swole to me, during that time looking at him. But I don't know, man. It wasn't that dramatic of a difference between these two.
yeah. And I know I commented, right. And when I comment on certain people's stuff, you know how it goes. But I commented when that was brought up. I said, could it be that Earl is way ahead of schedule and Ugas is just, on pace?
Mm-hmm.
On pace. The fight is not next week. This
No.
was like almost 2-3 weeks ago. The fight is almost 2 month and a half away.
Correct.
So that's what I said when I said, "Oh, you're a hater." you're a hater. You just don't like EJ no more. You're a hater. No, listen. I am involved in camp sometimes, so I was just giving an observation off a statement that somebody made that Ugas is out of shape. Like maybe that's what him and his team have set up. The fight is not next week. The fight is not 2 weeks. He didn't look like he was 180 pounds. He didn't look like he was that far off from making weight. But when I said that maybe Earl is a little ahead of schedule and Ugas is just on his pace, I was hating on Earl. And that's why, sometimes
it seems like you can't win, man. If you carefully select your words, you're not gonna win.
Yeah.
If you just go out there with reckless abandonment and just speak your mind, you can't win. So hey, you know what it is, man. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying?
But I was like, yo, how does me saying that maybe he's ahead of schedule, is that hating on him, or the word they use? You just don't like Earl. No, you said that Ugas looks big, that he looks out of shape. No, maybe it could be that Earl is ahead of schedule and Ugas is just, moving along at the rate that he's supposed to be moving at.
Yeah. He could be on schedule, man. He could have, because the Ugas really haven't had any problems at all with balancing the scales. So
No.
that's been cool.
Wow.
Spence, he's made weight, but he had to take a much more tedious process during training camp because he chose to balloon up to the 180s.
Yeah. And that's what he stated himself, having to train with bags and sweatsuits and all that on. He states that, man. He states that. He stated that. So anytime you critique, I've been noticing that now that I like to look at myself as a professional blogger, right? Anytime you do these reaction videos and you really start critiquing some of these guys' favorites, they get in their feelings, man. They get in their feelings, man. They definitely get in their feelings.
I mean, the fight is coming, tick tick tock,
Oh
and
yeah.
we're gonna see how he doing the performance. You know, I'm not going in there wishing the ill will on Spence head in there. I want to see a good fight between him and Ugas. You know what I'm saying? I want to see a good fight. I don't want to see no hocus pocus shit. He coming in there stopping Ugas in the second round. I don't want to see no
Uh,
Teofimo versus Richard Comey shit.
that should
You
be
know what I'm saying?
terrible. That'd be, yeah, listen. That'd be terrible, man.
Yeah, I don't want to see none of
Terrible.
that. Just to build up the Terrence Crawford fight. Now that is possible. I know people listening in. You don't think that's possible, but boxing has hocus pocus, and you know what they sprinkle on that hocus pocus? They goddamn sprinkle that monetary little sprinkles and glitter. You know what I'm saying? That extra damn number in the paycheck. If he comes
Yeah.
in there and he stops Ugas now, and it's not something that's believable. You know what I'm saying? We just don't look at it as being believable. Just to set up the Dan Crawford and Spence fight. Once again, I'm gonna be extremely disappointed with boxing, bro.
Yeah. You weren't gonna be the only one. I don't I hope Ugas wouldn't go out like that, man. But like you said, when them decimals and different things come into play,
Yeah.
you know. But I just see Ugas as a guy that he I don't think he would go out like that. Hopefully, man, because a win for him against Spence, right? Not saying he's going to win, but a win for him against Spence. Do you know what that does for his career? Do you know what that does for his status? Do you know what that does for his country? So I just hope he has that in the back of his mind, you know, because granted, yes, the money, the money does play a part, but you got to look at it like I know if they do just say what you was talking about was to come into play. Hopefully, he's thinking in the back of his mind, like, no, listen, if I beat this guy, I'm gonna get even more.
Oh yeah, he getting more stepping in there with Crawford. Ooh,
Yeah.
that would be that would be a crazy ending to the back end of your career.
Mm-hmm.
You beat you get the nod from the boxing fans with Porter performance.
Yeah.
You didn't get the decision, but you got the nod. And then you keep going. You get Pacquiao when he fell out with Arrow. Then you beat Arrow, and you get to step in there for undisputed with Crawford. I
Yeah.
mean, Ugas is on a whole nother mountaintop right now.
Yeah. That's the
Period.
mentality he gotta have, man. He needs that mentality, man. Don't take that other mentality that this is a great payday, great no. Go for the gusto, man. Go
Yeah,
for
for
the
real. I
gusto,
like I
man.
said, I agree with you on that. I don't think Ugas is that guy. I
Yeah,
don't think
hope
he would take a fall or take a dive and become, that fighter that try to sell us. I don't want to see an injury. You got things with injuries. The fight can't go on. They got to go to the scorecard and shit. I mean, it's so
yeah,
many
yeah,
scenarios in boxing
it
to
is,
end the
man.
fight, man.
It is. It is. I just pray the boxing guys. I pray Ugas. It's a good fight, man. It's a good fight. Because like I said, you would hate for it to go out like that, especially being a pay-per-view event, a big time
Yeah,
event. You know,
yeah.
big
We don't want
time.
to see no freaking Carlos Ocampo performance
No,
reincarnated. We don't want to see
yeah,
no low blow. Amir Khan cannot continue
yeah.
bullshit.
Zab Judah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Zab Judah. We don't want to see none of that. We want to see really. We want to see Michael Conlon and Lee Woods.
oh
God damn
man,
it.
yeah, damn, yeah. Shout out to both of
We
them, man.
yeah.
That's what you. Yeah, we do want to see that, man.
We want
That's
to see some freaking Baranchik Cepeda, Charlo, Castano.
just out. Yeah, yeah. That was a good
Yeah.
scrap, man. Yeah, that's
We don't
that's
want to see Canelo Billy Joe Saunders. We don't want to see Canelo versus Caleb Plant. No,
We don't want to see Canelo Rocky Fielding. I was at that
no.
fight at Madison Square Garden. I was so mad. With all of the hype,
straight to the ticket counter and ask for a refund, dog.
Yeah, with all of the hype, because you remember that was his first time fighting in the Garden.
Yeah, for the WBA regular title.
Yeah. And that was like, man,
stop him with a body shot. Get the fuck out of here, man.
And I was right there. I seen harder body shots thrown in sparring. Harder body shots thrown in sparring. It was like that how Rocky felt and what he did. He's seen an opportunity. He knew he got the biggest check in his life. He was happy to be over here in the States, in New York. The vacation was over. He wanted to go back home. He wanted to go back home with his money and live his life. Look, where has he been since then?
I don't know, man. I don't, to be honest, I don't check on Rocky Fielding, bro, because he gave the fight fans exactly what we thought would happen with Canelo taking his first step up to the 168 pound. You know what I'm saying? He gave us a boom. He went out.
Man, he was I remember covering that whole week. I'm like, yo, this dude is humongous. Big dude. Mm-hmm. Just wasn't there. Folded like the Stay Puft's Marshmallow Man.
You know how money do when you running underneath water? How easy it folds up.
Hey, damn, brother. Hey, damn. And that fed into a lot of the Canelo hate, man.
We want to see Angelo Leo and Stephen Fulton.
Yeah, that was a damn good fight, man.
We want to see goddamn Nonito Donaire and Monster Inoue. Something.
Well, yo, listen, they listen. Not for nothing. The bar has been set. Lee Woods and Mike Conley, they done set the bar up high. And this is for real boxing fans, boxing supporters. This ain't for the guys that want to hype up show. For the real lovers of the combat sport, the bar has been set. Salute to those two warriors that fought last Saturday night over there. That was a fighter's fight, man. To the last round. Man. Like I didn't want to speak on it until I knew Homeboy was okay. Because that spill that he took out the ring, man. It was like
he's asking for a rematch, man.
I know. He might get it. Get it.
The reason why I think he should get a rematch, because the fight was so entertaining. He did have success early, and he was knocked out in the last round. In the same way Gamboa was against Gervonta. Well, ultimately, for Gervonta's side, they wouldn't permit Gamboa to get a rematch, all because he was knocked out in the last round. But for Conlon, he might get the nod. You know what I'm saying? They may consider how good the fight was and let him get a second one. You know what I'm saying? I would like to see it again.
Yeah, pretty sure you're not the only one, man. I'd like to see it too, but I think boxing needs that again, man. When have you ever seen a fight like that go down to the wire like that? Like a lot of people said he needed that knockout to win. He needed that knockout. And you remember he got put on his back in the first round.
And you thought he was knocked out stiff a little bit the way his body was responding.
You thought the fight might have been over, off that first round. Got knocked down. But that'd be a good fight, man. A good rematch, man. Hopefully they do let that happen, man. That's what sometimes rematches.
What's missing though? I mean to cut you off, but what's missing to me, Shalom, is what's the post fight, prognosis with him falling out the ring? Did he land on the deck, on the floor? Like, I know they showed the video of him and Wood meeting after he was walking around but did he fall on the floor after the knockout? You know what I'm saying? Because he was knocked out cold now on his feet.
He was out senseless. He was done. He
You
was
know,
done.
he put him in the electric chair and boom, he went through the ropes. I wonder did he hit the floor after that? I'm not sure, but boxing is a rough sport, and that's just a reminder right there on how rough it can be.
Yeah, he was. Yeah, his soul left his body for a split second.
Mm-hmm.
That's how he fell out the ring. He was not coherent. He was really sleep. Like
I can assume he didn't remember when that knockout happened. From the time he got put to sleep to falling out of the ring, he probably didn't even remember it unless he hit the floor. And what's up with those people on the side? Like, dang, man, it wasn't nobody catching. Like, what are y'all doing?
Their reaction was so slow. Their reaction time was just like terrible, man. They didn't react how they were supposed to. Like somebody should have been when he over the first time. You seen that he was incoherent. He was done.
Yeah,
so
and he wasn't in the neutral corner either.
No,
I mean not a neutral corner. He was in the neutral corner. He wasn't in his team's corner. You know what I'm saying? The team corner was Wood was to the left and Conlan was to the right. He was knocked out in the neutral corner.
You know what I think too when you watch it, right? And you just watch the people's reaction. They was all in awe. It was like they was in awe. And then reality setting like, yo, he's out cold. Because you see the ref, it took the ref a second to wave it off. Like, bro, you ain't no reason to count. Wave this off. He's done.
But not every fighter that falls out the ring gets the fight waved off, though.
Yeah, nah. But he you know what I mean when I say he was done, like he was asleep.
He was knocked out.
He was asleep. Like you normally, if you get knocked out the ring, like you just said, you still might be coherent. Where you could get up and you get. Don't they give you like an extra 5 seconds to try to get back in the ring?
Something like that.
Yeah, I know it's something like that. Yeah,
according with the complexion there. Yeah.
Yeah, but he was asleep. It was like, dude, you see when he slumped over. He slumped over to fall on his face.
Yeah, he was slumped, man.
Yeah, but then he got hit with a couple shots that sent his momentum spiraling back, and that's when he fell through the ropes. I'm just glad he was all right, because initially when I seen it, somebody sent it to me. I was like, yo, did he die? I thought he died for a second, man. I was like, I hope he's okay, man. I'm like, man, I hope he's okay. But he got
caught in the transitional phase where he was being pushed back with punches from Wood, and when he came to the ropes, he sat on the ropes, up against the ropes a little bit, trying to avoid punches because his legs was probably gone at that point, right?
Yeah,
so he was trying to avoid punches, and he got hit with the right. Boom, knocked out. So in the sitting position, his body just fell back through the ropes. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? It was a wrap from there, man.
Yeah.
Pull the shoot.
Well, and all his weight was laying backwards. Motionless, like unbeknownst to him, he just went.
If Dillian White can get a rematch, Conlan can get a rematch.
Yeah,
Dillian White was knocked out bad.
Oh yeah. That was a good one too, man.
If he can get immediate rematch, God damn it, Conlan can get an immediate rematch.
Yeah, they need the only. I think they should do it, man. It shouldn't be a problem making that, even though it's top rank and matching, because y'all did it once already. Y'all did it once. And I think that, like I said, the rematch should be in even higher demands, man. You know?
That ended up being a sleeper for sure.
Oh man, that was
like
a
that
good
did
fight.
Not give us that they came out with something different than what we was, expecting for real.
Yeah. Yeah, no, that was a good fight, man. A good fight, man. Great. Yeah, that was. Yeah, you said it, man. The brothers right now, the bar is set, man. Listen, the bar
Yeah,
is
man, they,
set,
they got to
man.
go in there and show out, man. Starting with Shakur Stevenson, man. He got to do it.
Yeah,
He got to
him,
show out, bro.
him and Oscar Valdez, they got their chance. Yeah,
He got to go in there and show out against Valdez because
I think
this is a
I
big
think that,
fight
that
for
yeah that,
both of
that
them.
that fight is ending in a stoppage, man. That fight is
Oh,
ending
you
in a
think?
stoppage. Yeah, it's too much bad blood.
Hmm.
The closer the fight gets, what it's really gonna surface. Because you got to remember, Oscar Valdez is the guy who Shakur said ran from him and ducked him at 126. It
So you
kind,
saying a referee stoppage?
yeah, it's not going the distance.
Because I look at it, I say, man, they're gonna give Valdez every opportunity, every breath to go the distance with Shakur. It's just what I foresee. You know what I'm saying? I might be absolutely wrong, but it is one of those fights where I believe they're gonna let the fight go on. They're gonna give Oscar Valdez the opportunity. You know, I think if Shakur start connecting on him early and start swelling him up, you know, in the later rounds, it might be a referee stoppage.
Yeah,
You know, I don't know if Shakur Stevens can knock him out. I don't know. Oscar Valdez, he's been through some rough ones.
oh
Some
no,
rough
no,
ones more than Shakur Stevenson now.
he's a durable dude, broken jaws, all that. But
Yeah, the Quig.
I just see the punishment. You know, after what Shakur was able to do to Jamel Herring,
Yeah.
you know, I think he's gonna do the same thing to Oscar Valdez. Like I don't like you said, I don't see him getting him out of there with a 1-2 combination, you know, but you never know. It's boxing. That could happen. Not saying Shakur can't pull that off. But I just think Shakur's distance, you know, and the amount of punishment that he's going to put on Oscar Valdez eventually is going to it's not going to go 12.
Okay.
It's not going to go 12. And I know Oscar Valdez, you know, he got something to prove against Shakur. Because you seen it in the little slight press conference face off that they had. He was, you know, that's that Mexican pride in him, man. He got something to prove to Shakur now. Because remember, Shakur put him ass. Well, said he ducked him. Said he vacated his belt at 126.
He
Ran
did.
from him. You know,
He
ran
vacated.
from him. Yeah. So it's like, I already said, to me, that is the sleeper fight, man. I know everybody's hyped on the Ugas Spence. I'm like, nah. I'm not throwing no shade on the Ugas Spence. I'm like, the Shakur Valdez is the fight, man. For the
That's
guys.
the fight, man.
That's the fight. There's two undefeateds with history. Both of them two division champions. You know, that's the best fight in the best, man.
Talk to him, bro. Talk to him.
You
Let
know,
him know.
that's the
Don't
best
start
fight.
talking like you're real media. Stop it.
That's the best fight in the best, though, man. And these guys, though, listen, they give us that, man. I'm just going off of what I observed and watched, though, because in the welterweight division, the best fight in the best is Bud and Earl.
Absolutely.
So,
And right now, in the junior lightweight division, in my opinion, you know, Shakur Stevens and Oscar Valdez is the best fight.
that's it.
And we're getting this early.
Yes.
So whoever else is left, whoever unifies, then therefore they're able to go to the WBA and the IBF title holders and get that fight. So we might see a full unification in 130, man.
Yeah. It's coming close now. After April 30th, it'll be that much closer. That's a fact. That's a fact. I can't wait for that fight, though, man. And I'm glad that it's on the West Coast time. And so,
You think Jihad gonna be able to get on that card? That'll be a nice one. Or this might be too close, huh?
Yeah, I don't think so. You know why? Because
It's in May.
you know, listen, I'm gonna say anything is
May.
possible. Nah, it's April 30th. But you got to look
Oh,
at
I thought it was in, what's in May then? Let's see.
Javante's supposed to be fighting in May.
Yeah,
Uh,
Javante. So
Oscar Valdez and Shakur is the last day of April
yeah, that's
30th.
gonna be a quick turnaround for real for
Yeah,
him to
and
get back in there.
I look at it like this: you know how the business of boxing is. He fought in January already. This is going to be his second fight of the calendar year. You know, you
So
got a lot
so
of
you
box haters.
believe that Xander Zayas fight 6 times in 21,
You know,
and we're gonna put limits and damn timestamps on Jahai? Hell
yo,
no, shit. Xander Zayas fought like 6 times, didn't he?
listen,
Let me look his ass up right quick, man.
different strokes for different folks. I don't want to get in trouble, but you know how the game goes.
Let me see. Let me look up my
Nah,
boy Xander.
he did there for 8 times, man. He did
Let me
there
see
for
that.
8 times in the calendar year. He fought 6. Remember, he was fighting every
1,
6 weeks.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He fought 6 times,
Yeah,
dog.
yeah.
In 2020,
Last
okay, he
year.
fought 4. Yeah, so he fought 6
Last year.
times
He fought 6
in
times in
21,
2021.
dog.
Yeah. Now we know that. You know I made mention of that.
Look, February.
He fought on the Oscar Valdez card and then had the
Yep.
quick turnaround and fought on the Shakur Jamel Herring card. And then closed out the year on another card.
He fought in September 21.
Yeah.
September 10th, and turned right back around and dropped in through Atlanta October 23rd.
And then fought in December.
Yeah, and fought his last fight in December.
Yeah, come on, man. You know I know. I was on that. But hey, what do I know? Like I said, I don't want to get in trouble. You know, different strokes for different folks. You know,
they push Xander like that, man. Come on now.
That's the business of boxing.
Going at his 7 professional fight, 8, 9, 10. He can lead this motherfucker 10-0 this year, dog.
Yeah, he can. He can.
Yeah.
He can. Definitely can. That's a strong possibility. You know, but you got to ask yourself this: do they want a 10-0 19-year-old with that much momentum? The business
they got
of
Honey
boxing.
McGill that's 39-0. God damn it, over there. You got all these Mexican fighters with a plethora of damn fights under their belt, and they barely out of their 20s, their early 20s yet, man.
Yeah. Yo, Canelo Alvarez, shout out to Canelo, and Julio Cesar Chavez started that movement for them. Them dudes be having like 60 fights, and they be 30 years old. Like, damn, 60 professional bouts already?
60, dog.
At 30? Like, how old is Canelo? Canelo was up there, man. Canelo was like early 30s.
Canelo is 31, 32 years old, man.
Yeah.
The last time I checked, Canelo was like 31 and 32, man. It's because I did a live on it, and I say, man, boxing is in trouble. Canelo's gonna be hanging around for another 5 or 6 years.
At least if he wants to, at least.
Yeah, if he wants to, because he got bad knees. He got some knee issues too. So being that he got all this money, it's up to him on what he want to do with those super middleweight titles. But if he gives them up, there's going to be people moving up from 60 to 68, and then from 54 to 60, 47 to 54. You know what I'm saying? It's going to open the gates a little bit and provide some more opportunities in boxing. So I hope it happens like that. For real, I do. I hope it happens like that.
Yeah, I do too, man. Because contrary to everybody's belief on him, he is stupid dope for the sport, man. Because he generates the revenue. If he just say he was the lead, right? Do you think anybody else is gonna get those type of offers? 2 fights, 100 million?
No. I don't see anybody right now. I don't see the Teofimo Lopez. Even though I think he has the star power, the personality to inject the star power later on in his boxing career. Xander Zayas definitely like Xander Zayas. He has that potential. You know what I'm
They're push
saying?
they're pushing them and building them to that. Yes, that's a
Yeah.
fact.
But as far as brothers goes, Jahad Tucker has the mouthpiece and the excitement factor, the it factor to be that guy. But he's so young. He has years. He's years removed from that until he steps in and fights somebody and be able to talk his shit. I
Yeah,
don't, to be honest with you, Deshalon, I'm just tired of them like critiquing him on every freaking fight to the point where Jahai has to respond to it. Let the man fight, continue to win, and say, you know what, we should really keep an eye out for this guy.
yeah,
You
that's a
know,
fact too.
I mean, it's fighters coming here and showboat all the time. You know what I'm saying? Like Tiafimo was hitting backflips when Magnolino was still knocked out.
Oh yeah, out
Like,
cold. And
like,
then knocking them out the park. Remember that? Knocked him out
yeah,
the park. Did the
knocked him out
golf
the park
swing?
too.
Yeah.
I mean, come on, you want to talk about post-fight showboat? We damn near had a funeral after damn Conlon was knocked out the ring. The crowd has to take consideration. This is a
Yeah,
serious matter.
that's a fact.
They have to stop being so critical of these fighters that's doing, that they're basically applying themselves to be them entertainers. They're
Yeah.
applying themselves to that start, that it factor that's needed to start getting the paychecks later on.
Uh,
So Timothy and Andre don't need to make this a reoccurrence. You know what I'm saying? Because it's becoming an omnipresent presence when Jahad steps in there and boom, they up there commentating and they want to find something. If he continue to make it easy, they be like, oh, well, that's what you do with that type of competition. Now it's time for him to step up and fight somebody with a name.
yeah. But I say this with Timothy and Andre. They are OGs of the game.
Yeah,
And
they are.
you got
No doubt.
and you gotta look at it like from their standpoint, especially Bradley and Andre. Jihad hit the mainstream, 17 years old. Both of those guys were amateurs. Andre was on his way to the Olympics, winning gold and all that. But here's a kid. He's on TV. So they may have a little something in them, Not saying they do, but they might have a little something in them. Like, I wasn't doing that when I was 17. I wasn't pro yet. I didn't get a TV fight until I was,
Mm-hmm.
they're human, they're human. And they, like I said, they are elders in the game who I'm gonna use Shaquille O'Neal. They have that Shaquille O'Neal in them. You know how Shaquille O'Neal is
Yeah,
one of the NBA
absolutely.
greats, and
Yeah.
when it comes to these young guys,
He criticized the shit out of him.
he gets on them. Like, what? Never. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what they have in them, man. But like I said, like you just said, the more Jihad grows and fights more, they come around more. Because shout out to Timothy Bradley. Timothy Bradley he's coming around. Timothy Bradley went from, I remember the first fight in Vegas, the hard critiques, to the last fight. He ran with the sauce, all gas, no brakes. Woo, woo. Yeah, he was excited. He caught the Holy Ghost. He said, woo, woo, woo. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. So it'll come around. It'll come around. Do you think
they were bigging him up? They were bigging him up, wasn't he? They was goddamn giving him all the salutations, boy.
Yeah.
Yeah, they was nice as well.
Like. Yeah. Do you think Shakur, right? If he's successful against Oscar Valdez, now being a 2-division and a unified champion, where do you think that will elevate him in the star picture? Because we got the rumors that Devin Haney might possibly be getting that Gambosa fight in June.
Well, Shakur's made it perfectly clear that he's planning on unifying Undisputed at 130 before he moving up to 135.
Yeah.
He's made it perfectly clear because he's pretty much trying to emulate that of Terrence Bud Crawford. Terrence Bud Crawford, champion at 35, then moved up to 40, unified, moved up to 47. He's a three-way champion. Now Shakur Stevenson is attempting to unify his second division. You know what I'm saying? If he's able to get that success, once he gets to the 35 or 40, I mean, he's gonna be a hot commodity, bro.
Yeah.
He's gonna be hot, man. And Shakur is young as shit.
Yeah.
Dude, Shakur come up there as an undisputed junior lightweight champion in the lightweight division, and some of those names are still there, like Ryan Garcia. I don't know about Devin Haney though.
Yeah,
I don't know about Devin Haney. He might not be there no more. I don't know, but you still have some solid names there. Gervonta Davis is going to be there. That's the fight that people want to see all day long.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Gervonta Davis, Shakur Stevenson. If they don't get Devin Haney, it's not. I mean, Shakur Stevenson might be able to go up to lightweight division and stump them out a little bit too. I'm talking about once Devin Haney, he seems like he's on his way out the door. It depends on how he does with this Kambosos fight. He'll be going to 40. Ryan Garcia, we don't know if he's going to be there, but it's not that many that's coming up at 135 pounds. That's exciting. Like at one point in time, Lomachenko was the man. You know what I'm saying? And we're still waiting to see exactly what he has left in the tank.
Yeah.
Lomachenko is going to be around, but imagine Shakur Stevenson getting a fight with Vasyl Lomachenko at 35. That's going to be crazy.
Yeah. And then, they got history. They got history.
Yeah.
And that's an easy fight to be made, too.
Yeah, I mean, come on. That's like Ugas Pacquiao.
Yeah, that's a top rank.
That's a top ranked fight, exactly. So that's where the compass is.
Yeah, they can't run with no network issues. Percentage issues, none of that.
And Shakur can get that fight because Lomachenko's on the back end of his career. He's on the bumper right now, so he can get that fight, man. It'll be right. It'll be a good paycheck for them, Stevenson and Lomachenko.
And Lomachenko, yeah, that's a fact. That's a fact. I just think Shakur's time to emerge as like a superstar is definitely coming.
It's coming
because people fail to realize too. He also got that Olympic silver medalist, representing the country. Now, the more accolades he gets on a professional scale, only magnifies his accomplishments on the amateur Olympic scale.
Yeah.
So I just, like I said, I'm rooting for the kid because I from Newark, East Coast kid, great story of what he came from to what he has become and how he supports his entire family, man. So those are the type of stories that definitely got you want to root for. And like you said,
I don't think Shakur is going to spend a lot of time once he move up from 30 to the heavier divisions. I think he's not going to spend a lot of time there. He's going to pick up some titles and keep it moving. That's just me, because if he feel that he can unify, just look at who's behind him right now. All right, just look at 26. Look at look who's behind him. It's nothing to worry about. Look who's in front of him. It's a whole landscape.
Yeah.
So we're in the process of potentially the shifts and moves of Devin moving up. T.O.'s already there. Gervonta and Lomachenko is going to remain. Ryan Garcia is going to stay there. He can still get a title in that division. Once the Kambosos saga is done, or however that is, let's just say Devin wins, he moves up to 40 and vacates. It opens up the titles for everybody. So Shakur can go out there and scoop up a title and just keep it moving. Or defend it, a couple of times, unify. But hey, I mean, the landscape is open for him, man.
Yeah, the sky is definitely the limit, man.
Yeah,
The
for real.
sky is definitely the limit. I just see him really I see him really stepping, man, real hard, man, because he got the skill set.
Yeah.
It makes it look easy. Some people don't like that. They don't like how easy he makes it look. But
If he
that's
continue to fight these opposition and he's swimming without getting wet, and he's talking this shit. I mean, he's bound to be a star, man.
yeah,
And he got that Puerto Rican blood in him.
that's it.
You know what I'm saying? He has that Puerto Rican blood in him. I know people think Shakur Stevens is just a black, black
Yeah.
man, but
Uh,
it's gonna be a time when he start catering to the Puerto Rican fan base. Believe that shit.
of course, and they're gonna cater to him. They are definitely gonna cater to him. Of course, like I said, he like rest in peace to his father. His father was a Puerto Rican, man. He's half Puerto
Mhm.
Rican.
Yep.
That's in his DNA. That is
Yep.
definitely in his DNA. But yeah, we're gonna have some good fights, man. You know. What do you think they're gonna do with we talked about this off the records behind the scenes. What do you think they're actually gonna do with Blair the Flair Cobb though? Do you think they're just letting him just troll fighters and things of that nature? Or do you think he got something lined up? That's why they're letting him, do what he's doing right now.
I mean, the way he's flying right now, man, it has to be an itinerary somewhere.
Right?
It has to be the what they call it, the black box has to be somewhere. Dog.
so,
He just
so
providing content for it. We just putting him on flight. They allow Blair Cobbs to go in here and speak his shit, dog. And he keeps winning. Sooner or later, he's gonna get a big name at 47.
uh,
You know what
you
I'm
know,
saying? Believe me, when he crashes, they're gonna go retrieve that black box and they're gonna say, you know what? Let's go back on the Blair Cobb, you know, his journey when he was running his mouth and shit like that. I mean, he got to keep this energy. He has to keep
yeah,
it up right now. People's tuned in. They want to see him fight. He's still undefeated. And if he keep winning, man, he's gonna be one of those guys that's fast tracked and he's gonna get his shot.
yeah,
Because just like Joe Joyce, he's fast tracked. He got a shot at Daniel Dubois. Dubois was undefeated. He
yeah.
gave Dubois his first loss, man. I think Blair is gonna get his shot like that.
And you know what
You
put
know,
my antennas up, man. And we spoke about this off the record. I said, who do you know gets a press like scrum like that? You know what I'm saying? For a random workout.
a random workout and you're not even a big deal just yet. Blair Cobb.
I was like, yo, he had big dogs there. It wasn't like
Yeah.
people was like, yo, we're gonna stage this media workout. You're gonna talk all kind of craziness, and we're gonna just put it out there. Nah, he had the big dogs in attendance.
He
So I
did,
was like,
man.
yeah, it's something more to this, man. And then old Earl, who doesn't respond allegedly to stuff on the internet, fed right into it.
Yep.
Fed right into it. So that's what I'm eager to see where this goes now. Who is he gonna fight now? Because he's definitely not fighting none of the names that he's called out, and EJ and Bud and Boots, those guys. But what is the plan for him now?
I don't know, man. I think he can get one of those fights, man, because um right now Blair Cobb is considered an opponent. That's
Okay.
what he's considered, an
Yeah.
opponent. And we all know in boxing, bro, the ones with these records and shit, they're not really the ones that's getting these fights. They going to the ones who got all the hype behind them and they
Name, yeah, the
doing big
buzz.
things. Yeah, Blair the Flair is almost doing like Paul brothers. They talking a
Mm-hmm.
lot of shit. They getting recognized, and they try. And sooner or later, someone's gonna say, you know what? We need to put him in a fight with this person. It'll do pretty good numbers. Let's try it.
That's it.
Because look, Blair is gonna hype the fight. He's gonna promo the fight. He's gonna give you the damn the vocals. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So
He's gonna
like,
sell
what
it.
else are you asking for?
He's definitely gonna sell it, man. He definitely has the mouthpiece. He definitely has, the antics, things of that nature. That's why I said that. I was like, yo, boxing definitely needs this, man. Like what he's doing is needed. It's needed because, and I don't want y'all to take this as a shot at the people that's in the light now, but they're boring. They are boring. They don't talk. They don't. You gotta talk, man. You gotta talk a little. You gotta sell it. You know, actual talking, not going on social media and emojis and tweets. No, sell it. Open up a little. That's one thing that I can honestly say that Adrian Broner mastered. He knew how to sell it.
Man, he sells it like no other, man. I've seen Adrian Broner on Fight Week, and he wasn't even fighting. He walked in the visual of us just hanging outside the media room. He came into sight, and everybody just moved. Whoa, to
Yo,
Broner.
yeah, you remember how they did him, right? When I knew he was like, I knew he was the movement when I think it might have been the first Wilder Fury fight. Remember when they got him locked up?
Yeah.
That's when I knew. I was like, yo,
They say he was
dude.
banned from coming up to the casino.
Yeah, I was like, yo, they did not want him stealing all the attention. I was
They
like,
didn't, man.
that's what I knew. Dude had something, man. I said, yo, they was that nervous of him being in the vicinity that he was gonna steal all the attention. I was like, yo, they had to get him out of there, man.
For real, get this guy out of here.
They did him when that happened to him. It kind of made me just really like put myself in perspective. Like, you know what? If they're doing that to him, it doesn't matter, man. It's like this dude is one of their fighters who's bringing life to it, and they don't want him around because they feel he's stealing so much attention. I always remember that.
I seen people flock around him in Baltimore. I seen it happen in Tennessee.
Yeah.
I seen it happen at the MGM. Man,
I seen it happen to him in Brooklyn, Texas, like you said, Baltimore.
Yeah, even in Texas, dog.
Yeah. When he came in the Javante's fight at in Baltimore with his crew, and he was walking around all like, yo, he just shuts the deal. Wherever he's at, he shuts it down, man. He does.
Shuts it down and don't care, man. Dude was out of shape. He was wearing a sleeveless jacket in Baltimore.
Yeah, with his gut out.
He didn't give a fuck what y'all thought. Yeah.
With his gut out, yeah. He was. That's what I think.
Who does that?
They was mad at me because I said he was the Village People. I think I did a video and I said he came into the venue like the Village People.
Yeah, I mean, posted that vid yet. I'm catching up on my videos and posts out. I mean, posted that one.
Yeah,
in a while. That's deep in the archive shit.
Yeah.
I don't want people getting angry. Why you gotta do that, man? That's old shit, man.
Yeah. That's when he was on it. Yeah, he was on his Village People's movement, man. He came into the venue like the Village People. YMCA. But yeah, Adrian Broner.
Like AB did not care.
No.
Look, he was around his peers, bro, in boxing.
Yeah.
His peers, well, you have to maintain a weight standard when you're about to fight.
Yeah.
AB came in that motherfucker eating
chili cheese fries,
strawberry. He had a strawberry, the thing like the pancake, like the pretzel. Man, AB was tanning in that motherfucker, gut and all, just hanging out, dog. He didn't give a fuck about what nobody thought.
At all. At all. At all, man. Yo. That's when I watch Blair the Flair, I see the AB quality in him, man. I see the AB quality in him. Boxing needs that, man.
AB's a lot more cooler though. You got to get his delivery is a lot more cooler though.
Oh yeah, now he's made for the camera. Like like when he hangs it up, when he's officially done with boxing, he's going to be in front of some camera somewhere. Like some producer,
reality show.
Yeah, some producer's gonna cut him a nice, healthy check and let him be the AB character. Because he definitely got it, man.
Yep.
He definitely got it. Yep, he definitely has it, man.
I say Blair, keep it going. You know, do what you gotta do, man.
He's ahead of the game, man. He got Earl Spence to respond, bro.
He did.
Right. That was the victory right there. Yep. That was the victory by Earl. Listen, Earl tweeted back at him not once but twice, back to back,
man.
That was the victory, man. Yo, Bud Crawford didn't really acknowledge. Boots had to acknowledge him because he made it with Boots physical at the I forget what fight it was. I think it might have been Boots' fight when he confronted him after the fight. So that Boots had to, but he had Earl respond off of social media, and and I'm telling you, EJ wanted to respond, man, because EJ felt some type of way from the boxing voice. You know what I'm saying? And Blair just he got him. He got him, man. He got him, man. And I knew it was coming. He called him a coward, man. Like, those are strong words. You call damn near undisputed champion a coward. You know what I'm saying? It was like, you're not calling a guy who ain't done nothing in the sport a coward. Like, granted, I get on Spencer's bumper a lot, but he has accomplished many things in boxing. Olympian, two belt champion, fighting for his third championship. He called him a coward, man. He didn't call no regular guy no coward. I wish they would, even if they didn't fight him, right? Say that, because he might fight, but they need to set something up, man. Bring him into camp or something.
Mm-hmm.
Let him feel what it's about, man. He called you a coward. Like, those are fighting words, man.
It is.
Those are fighting
big
words,
time.
Man. Yeah, those are fighting words, man.
Not only did he say he was a coward, he said he doesn't like cowards.
Yeah. I'm telling you, it wasn't
deep. Just a statement.
Yeah,
it was him basically telling you how he truly, genuinely feel about Errol Spence. He called him a coward, and he said, "I don't like cowards."
Yeah,
and I was like, "Damn!"
Wow. I was like, "Yo, listen, you." When I seen it, I was like, yo, he took it there. He took it there. He said he was scared of Terrence Crawford. He said the man was cursed. He was like, basically, what he was doing is, like, even if they don't fight, they gotta, bring him into camp. I would say bring him to the world-class gym, but that'll never happen. Like, you guys gotta meet up at a gym somewhere and iron that out. You got to iron that out, especially as boxers, and the quality of boxer you are with your accomplishment, EJ. Even if you don't give him the fight, because I know it's going to be a whole lot of people in your camp like, oh, he's just capping. He wants a payday. Nah, he's a fighter at the end of the day too. Why don't you guys have a not so friendly sparring session? He said
a not so friendly sparring. like
Yeah,
sparring is supposed to. Well, sparring can be friendly. Yeah, when you're
yeah,
Marvelous Jarvis, yeah.
yeah, yeah.
When you're Marvelous Jarvis, you can have friendly sparring, but for Blair Cobb, yeah, he does need a not so friendly sparring session for
That's
real.
it, man. He called the man a coward. Like, yo,
Yeah,
yo, that those are strong words for warriors, man.
yeah, it
You know,
is.
those are strong words, man. For men, period. For men, like a masculine alpha man. You know, to call another masculine alpha warrior man that, man.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that's like one of the highest forms. Like, you get these other guys that like to invite men to their manhood. Now, if you really want to really disrespect a man, call him that.
Mm-hmm.
Call him that, man. Especially a man that has a family that's putting it on the line every day, like what Blair alluded to someone in this interview. Call him a coward, man. You gotta defend that, man. So I said, yo, he's in Spencer's head, man. He called him a coward. He didn't listen. He didn't call Bud Crawford a coward.
No.
Listen. He didn't call Boots Ennis a coward. He said
No,
Boots
he
was
didn't call Boots Ennis a coward.
word. Listen. He said he was untested and he hasn't
Yeah.
done nothing yet. But he did not call him a coward. He did not call him a coward, man. I was
That's
like,
solid
yeah,
points. He did not. He did not address them as such.
word. He did.
He did not.
He said Boots was untested, not ready, this, that, and the third. But he did not say the man was a coward.
Yep.
It's like they got it. Him and Earl need to have an unfriendly sparring session, man.
Yeah, because the history with Earl, just hurting people and sparring and just putting it on big dudes. I mean, come on, right now, Blair won't be a problem, dog. You don't get past this fight. It won't happen though. Why am I even talking about it? It won't happen.
No, listen, I don't know. World Combat stuff that the Sauce and World Combat WCS start to talk about, man, starts manifesting, man. Listen,
it's manifesting Derek James to get on Blue interview because
not for nothing. Hey, Blue, but why don't you throw me a half a dub? Because we did get you that interview. We did
bring the energy out of the Spence camp.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
We did get you that interview. Now, champ side, if you get one, the price is going up to 50 now. It's a half a $100. You know what I'm saying? Because listen, the two names that we said was going to get them are getting the interviews, man.
Getting the interview. Yep. Yeah. They're getting a slice. The other 3/4 of the pie. We just waiting on the main one to come up to the plate.
Yeah.
That's Errol Spence.
Because he'll get him a little something.
Challenge is still out there for y'all. You heard the challenge already. You know what we want over here. We want to see Errol Spence on these channels that's supporting him heavy. We want to see him over there, man.
That's all we want. That's all.
And they probably saying, "Well, what the fuck y'all talking about? Y'all haven't had, Bud Crawford. We're not talking about what we haven't had on the channel. We're speaking about what we've been able to get physically in person."
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. So we're giving y'all the opportunity because y'all heavy on YTC.
That's right. And not for nothing, we had Bud. World Combat just had Bud and Skip playing around. Mm-hmm. After that was the Lomachenko fight, right?
Yep, that was Lomachenko and Comey, man.
I got a video of Bud right now, but that I didn't release. Playing around with my daughters in the hotel. So we have these things.
Yep.
We need you guys to step it up, so to say.
Yeah, it's time to step it up, man.
Yeah.
In order for you to get the promotion, I need to see something for real.
Yeah. Step it up, man.
We just need. It would be good if y'all plan on, because Texas, a lot of y'all living over there in Texas is heavy. I need to see a group picture. I need to see a 101. Man, come on, 101 would be it. Or even more a media scrum. All right. Because I doubt Derek James is going to permit or allow Errol Spence to go in the media scrum after the final presser if they have one.
Go ahead, keep going. You got it.
I was just saying, I don't even know on that fight week, that they're gonna have a final presser like that, because you know how some fighters, they just feel that they want to rest and everything and then go in for the weigh-ins. But now that we believe that Errol Spencer's on weight, he might indeed have a final presser in Texas, on that Thursday, and then go in there for the weigh-ins Friday. So after the weigh-ins, it'll be tough for them to get an interview. The only person I know that do that, be walking around, the hotel chilling after the weigh-ins, is Crawford.
Crawford all the time.
Like Crawford, he on fight week, he just out
He
here
does,
doing what he
he
do,
does
man.
him. He's going to no strings. He's going shopping.
Yeah.
You liable to come in, walk in the hotel and see him in the cut, startle you like, hey, what are you doing over there, man? What are
Yeah,
you
man.
doing?
Like on the Amir Khan fight week, he was out in the streets, man, just chilling with family, and Bomac was outside. Man, come on, man.
Yeah, now they're different, man. They just, what it is, they get a bad rap. And that's why I stick up for them a lot, man. Cause I'm like, nah, you guys are just haters. You just that much of a Earl Spence fanatic fan that you hate on this man. And it's so obvious you actually never been around him or watched him move around. Because if you ever was around him and watched him move around, he is nothing of the narratives and the scenarios that you put out there about him.
That's true.
Nothing of the sort. He the only thing that they say that I kind of give them is that when it comes to doing an interview, he's reserved and standoffish. But as far as him being accessible, if you are in a hotel or you are out in the streets and you go up to him and ask for a picture to talk to him off the record, he gives it
He'll
up.
give it to you. He gives
He
it up.
Yep.
Yep.
Gives it up. It's not. I've been around the man multiple times. It's not one time that I approached him and asked him something off the record and he did not respond.
Yep, that's true.
I can't. That's why I always stand up for him when I hear people talk stupid. Like, no, you don't know him. You never been around him. Now I can't say that for everybody else, and I'm like Combat said, I'm keeping it political and professional. Now I can't say that for others. It's a saying in the industry. Some of these other guys are real Hollywood. But hey, what do I know? What do I know?
Real.
Well, one thing about Bud, I can't say that. I can't, and I can go on my archive and show that. I can show me being around him when my daughters was maybe 3 and 5. Then I can show them me being around him in pictures when they're 5 and 8. These are years and years. He has yet to switch up or be anything of some of the narratives that I see pushed out there on him.
And I remember Bud giving me the first interview. Like I asked him several times already, but I already knew he was kind of reserved with speaking to the media. So I was like, all right, cool. But when he did give me the interview, he told everybody else, and there was a lot of y'all. There's a lot of y'all back there drooling at the mouth. Goddamn, thought it was gonna be time for you to piggyback. Bud said, I'm only giving the interview to him.
Yeah.
Like he said, I'm only talking to him right today. That's it. None of y'all. And he basically established order at that time amongst the media. Nobody else stepped up. Nobody else stepped up beside me to video or nothing. I always respect Bud for that shit, man.
Yeah, nah, he's real, man. That's what I said. Dudes be pushing narratives on him all the time. It's like, yo, you don't even know this dude, man. I don't even. Some of the dudes you push narrative for, what you saying, Bud is. But I'm not gonna get into that. I'm not gonna get into that, man.
I done went to Texas and saw him out there playing football with his people. I seen him. They're wrestling with his people, especially last time down here in Atlanta. I even have that on video. Him up here wrestling. Him and Shakur Stevenson. He going into a championship fight with Harry, and he's up there wrestling with Bud Crawford. And what's her name from Top Rank? She was like, no, oh God, no. She thought her job was in jeopardy because it's like, I can't believe these dudes up here wrestling, man. Shakur has a fight tomorrow. Y'all up here wrestling. It was right after the weigh-ins, man.
Yeah, that's how they move, man. Good, solid people, man. Good, solid hitters in the game, man. Hopefully he's in town, man, because I know Coach Red, because they still got Calvin Davis on the card. And you know how they move. They one thing I like about their boxing team, they move like a real unit. They support one another.
Yeah, they support one another. Yeah, for real.
Know?
You're right.
So hopefully he is in town, man. And this is no slight at none of the other networks or promotional companies. I know you guys are gonna say, "Oh, you just some top rank guy. You're a top rank guy because of Jihad." No, I cover them all. You know, this is unbiased underground king media. It's just certain people are more approachable. Certain people are more diplomatic and professional. Because I'm a professional now. But Combat, listen.
Let them know, bro. You gotta let them know, bro.
Combat, listen, I'm going to wrap this up and grab a bite to eat. Oh, thank you for that like. I appreciate that. But yes, I am going to grab a bite to eat. I always appreciate your time. World Combat is one of my favorites. See, I always pay homage. I take a lot of sauce from Combat, but calling it sauce, I will say I take a lot of World Combat's, intellectual, witty qualities, and I try to incorporate that with my sauce, man. But like I said, it's always a pleasure to be on your platform. It's always a pleasure to have you on my platform. Can't wait to link with you later on this week because I know you will be in town. But yo, you're not solid.
Hey, appreciate the Sauce Talk, man. Y'all be sure to tune in and subscribe to his channel, man. He's doing big things in boxing. You know what it is, man. It's always support. It's always support, man. One love to you. Keep it pushing, bro.
Appreciate you. See you this week, man.
Yep.
Yes, salute to Uncle Platt. I see the check-in. Appreciate Uncle Platt. Yes, we are going to wrap this up. Go grab a bite to eat. An hour behind schedule. I should have ate already, but whenever you get into great boxing conversations, that's what happens. Salute to World Combat Sports. Definitely tap in with him. A real major hitter, boxing insider in the game. Definitely tap into him, man. Footage, photography, content, interviews, all the above, man. With that being said, the vibes. We're gonna tap out. Big week, man. Be on the lookout for a lot of sauce dropping this whole week. And I think my plan, right? Because like I said, I got new stuff. I'm not going to rush all of my stuff out no more. I'm going to get my interviews, work with my team and put the stuff out in a whole another manner. But as far as like doing the podcast, I definitely will have my equipment on hand at the hotels. Nature on Instagram, and the Facebook group. But as far as like the YouTube uploads, we're taking it on another route now. With that being said, everybody be great. Always keep God first. Never put a limitation on what you can do and can't accomplish. You know the vibe.
Shout out to the Sauce Talk Podcast. You already know the vibes. Jack and Fitness. This is Andrew. We're on the Stewart Hotel Boxing Life. Let's go.
Woo!